1, 2, 3, action. Hey, I'm Richard Berlew, and I'm here with the Dunimys Team. This is Zach Keenan, this is John Yersey, and this is Chris Yersey.
Pretty much today we're starting a vlog, and in our first vlog, which is this one that you're watching right now, we're going to be talking about the Isaac Walker short. For the past few years, we started off with some short films, we moved on to some bigger films, and somewhere in there we kind of got into a lot of cheesiness, like a lot of the films have been pretty cheesy. The great thing about Isaac Walker is that it's more serious and it's got like a point to it, and I mean, why don't you go ahead and explain the point?
So basically we're going into a serious film that has actually a moral to it based off of Matthew, the book of Matthew in the Bible, where he talks about in chapter 26, he talks about how what profit do you get if you gain the whole world and you end up losing your soul. And so the idea is to show that this guy does a lot of good things, but he's still at the end of the day he's just living life and it's so empty.
And it's actually kind of interesting because the Dunimys Team has a history of having issues with people, particularly cops. Like, we were on railroad tracks, and we almost get arrested for various kinds of things, although we never really do anything wrong. And today we had another one of those instances. We were filming in an alley. Chris was on the ground, and I was beating him up for a purpose that wasn't like anything random. So we were filming something, and a guy in the backyard comes out, and we think it's a dog or something, but we see this guy like stumble and try to open his gate. And he comes out and he's drunk, stumbling around basically, and he's like, hey, get off the ground, get out of the alley. And we're just thinking, what are we going to do? So we sit there for a second, and then we just walk out of the alley. So we have a history of all these instances.
It was kind of weird, too, because like right when it happened, I kind of like froze. I was like, is this guy serious? Is he joking around? I mean, it was like out of the blue. We weren't doing anything wrong, we were just making a movie, and it was like, and yeah, it was completely random.
He must have been drunk, and we know that because he approached 5 teenage guys that are like very big guys, and he's coming up to us, and he's just like, threatening them almost.
But we're going to keep pushing on, because that's what we're about.
Perseverance.
Eventually the scene did get done. It took us about maybe like 30 minutes to an hour later to finally find a spot, and maybe like, I don't know, $10 worth of gasoline to finally get
Perseverance goes to persistence, and we finally pay off.
But see, the funny thing is about when you're on the Dunimys Team is that you don't make money making these movies. You spend money to make these movies. I think every year we probably spend close to maybe...
And we do it all...
That's dedication for you.
To impress our fans. So if you want to help us out, spread the good word about Dunimys Team. We're making videos, and hopefully you'll check us out when it comes out. And this basically concludes our vlog.